It Lives Inside has finally come to us on streaming platforms that I am the one that has spent $20 to rent and give you the recap. Hi, I am Denzel, and this is No Cap Recap. Before we jump into this, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment on all platforms, especially on YouTube, right? And I know that you're probably asking, where have I been? I've been working because I need money. But anyway, right back into it. Film writer and director Basal Dutta blends together high school, teenage years, relationship dynamics, Eastern Indian culture, and Hindu folklore to one, honor his culture, and two, his love for horror. We find a young Indian high school girl by the name of Sam who is trying to fit into her American school while she is rejecting her Indian culture to do so. We then see her former best friend, Tamira, who is also Indian, step into the fold and believes that she is haunted. She then goes to Sam for consolement and understanding as she is holding this mysterious jar that's filled with some black soot. It looks like black soot. I don't know exactly what it was. And obviously you can tell this has been weighing on Tamira for a very long time. She's sleepy. She's unaware. It just looks like she's very tired. Sam does not believe her, and Sam rejects her friend in this capacity, and to the degree she smacks the jar out of her hand. This jar hits the ground and it shatters everywhere. What this story begins to show and unfold is that Tamira may be onto something, that this is not just in her imagination, that her actions of feeding this jar with raw meat is not just a psychotic episode. This is actually a real thing. She's being haunted. And it takes Sam to finally believe her when she is starting to experience it herself. As Tamira goes missing after this encounter, Sam is starting to see the very things that Tamira was expressing to her. Sam is starting to see vivid nightmares, dark figures in the shadows. She's starting to see eyes pop out in closets, things starting to jump out at her. She's starting to miss sleep. Sam is now starting to resemble the same actions Tamira was before her disappearance. The film gets right to the point, and the film gets to where Sam is viewed as crazy, to say the least. And there's a part where all Sam wants to do is go back to school. She wants to go back to society and the culture that she believes that she wants to be a part of. And what you slowly start to see within this is that one, she has to depend on her culture that has brought her up, her culture that she's been raised in, the culture that truly cares about her in the end. You also see the culture that she's trying to be accepted in starts to look at her as an outcast, which is the very thing that she was trying to run away from. I think one of my favorite parts of the movie was when the mom says, "Don't whistle, evil spirits might hear you." That reminds me of when I was a young little lad and my mom would give me sayings, and that made me understand the wisdom within their culture, of the Indian culture. And I respected that component of it. I also loved the East Indian folklore, and I would say that that was about it for me. It reminded me of other high school TV shows, which, I mean, that's the setting. But at the same time, I think that the trailer misrepresented the fullness of the movie. It did, but it didn't, I would say, right? So it showed certain things that I was anticipating, but I believe that I may have came into this movie with high expectations. This is going to be something that is going to really shake me a little bit more than what it did. And with that, I would have to give this movie simply a 5. I would really have to give this movie a 5. I think that they still did a good job with what they had, maybe with what the budget was. But other than that, I would just say that this was a 5. But I think what was very underwhelming was the demon when it finally showed its face and you could actually see what it was. And to me, it looked like a cockroach that needed braces. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just the truth. So with that, that is my review. Yeah, that's my review on that one. That's all I got for you. Until next time, this is No Cap Recap signing off.